Good evening. You're listening to the Garden City Community Chat Show with your hosts Carrie, Tom, and Mike. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Well, hello, Garden City and all our surrounding neighbors. Shout out to Westland, Canton, Dearborn Heights, Dearborn, Livonia, and Inkster, just to name a few. Welcome to episode number 663 of the Garden City Community Chat Show. It is Thursday, May 30th, 2024. We're so happy you can be with us tonight. We hope you're all safe and doing well. Before we get started, we want to give our sincere condolences to Joe Bartley and his family on the passing of his sister, Cindy. You all know Joe from J&J Taxes and More. He's been on our show several times. Joe, I want you to know you and your family are in our thoughts and prayers tonight. All right, I am your host, Carrie. Also joining me tonight are my co-hosts, Garden City's very own meteorologist, Dr. Tom Iwinski. How you doing, Tom?
Doing good. The weather's been amazing today.
Amazing. Mike is having trouble with his computer again, so don't know if he's going to pop in or not. So if he does, we will get to him. Meteorologist Dr. Tom will be here shortly with the most current and accurate forecast for you. But first, let me mention our guest for tonight. It's always a good time and a pleasure when Captain Steve Ray from the Garden City Fire Department is here. He'll give us a progress report on the station remodel. Also, a very special program he will be attending, which he'll go into more depth for us when he gets on. So stay tuned. He'll be here right after the weather with Tom. And then we'll close out the show with some community announcements. We'll get you caught up on all the events so you can get them on your calendar. And I also want to mention real quick, if you're watching us live on Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and post your questions and comments in the comments section. You can find us live right now on Facebook at facebook.com/GCChat, or you can go over to our YouTube channel. Just search for the Garden City Community Chat Show. You can also email your questions to us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, which is up on the screen right under my name there for you. Nice and convenient. Remember, we're here to promote not only our community, but yours as well. And speaking of community, if your community, organization, or business has any events, announcements, or cancellations that you'd like to get out to our listeners, all you have to do is email the details to us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com or message us on Facebook. And we'll be more than happy to pass that information along for you. Remember, you're always welcome to come on the show and promote your community, your business, or organization anytime. We also encourage any local business to check out and join the Garden City Business Alliance. See what great things they can do for you. They got some music in the parks coming up real soon. For more information, go over to their website at gardencitybusinessalliance.org. All right, we're going to get Tom in here now with a check of the weather, get you all caught up on that. And then we're going to spend some time chatting with our good friend, Captain Steve Ray. So stand by. Okay, let's do a check on weather with Doppler Tom. Let's see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend coming up. Tom, take it away. Yes, today was magnificent.
Yeah, this is a day that we have to bottle up and remember. It's been pretty nice. Not a whole lot in the way of any clouds. We're very sunny all day today. Temperatures have been in the low 70s. They got up to around 72 or so. We're kind of around 71 at this hour, and a lot of sunshine continuing to be fairly prevalent this evening before we gradually begin to see the sunset over the next hour or so. Sunset's around 9:02 tonight, and we're going to be seeing the clear skies continuing throughout the rest of the night. So we're going to continue to see temperatures probably getting into the upper 40s, definitely a little on the chilly side. Just like this morning, we got into the low to mid 40s across a good chunk of the metro area. So definitely, when you get this cool, dry air into the area, you're definitely going to chill down the air at night as well, and definitely going to be a little bit on the chilly side to start the day tomorrow, but nothing too worrisome when it comes to frost or anything for sure. But other than that, we're going to continue to roll on into another pretty nice day tomorrow. We're going to see a good chunk of the day, seeing a whole lot of sunshine. Temperatures are going to get into the low to mid 70s. As we get into the evening hours, that's when we're going to see some clouds beginning to develop ahead of our next system. And overall, a good chunk of Friday will continue to be dry and just gradually increasing some cloud cover as we get late in the day and into the evening and into the overnight hours of Friday night. Staying fairly mild as we get into Friday night, probably remaining into the mid to upper 50s for overnight lows. So definitely a little bit warmer as opposed to tonight. And as we get into the weekend, we're definitely going to roll into a little bit more of an active pattern, especially as we get into the day, the afternoon and evening hours of Saturday. So a good chunk of Saturday morning is actually looking dry. We're going to be seeing, again, those increasing clouds continuing to build across the region throughout Saturday morning. And we're going to see our temperatures getting into, again, the mid 70s. And then as we get into the afternoon and evening hours, that's when our rain chances begin to increase. We're definitely going to see the rain really becoming probably widespread as we get into Saturday night. That's when we're probably going to see rounds of showers and really become prevalent with light to moderate intensity of rain moving through. And then we're going to continue to kind of see that probably lingering and varying intensities as we get into the overnight hours of Saturday night into early Sunday morning before probably drying out as we get into Sunday morning. So at this point, we might squeeze out a pretty good dry day for a good chunk of Sunday. We're going to be seeing our temperatures again rising into the upper 70s, probably on the day on Sunday after some morning rain moves through. So not looking too shabby to end the weekend, but just kind of looking at some rainy weather as we get into Saturday afternoon and evening. Some lingering stuff during the overnight hours Saturday night before drying out Sunday morning and into the afternoon hours. So not too shabby there. And then as we start next week, that's when we're going to start to get actually a little bit back into the warmer weather. We're probably going to see 80s back into the picture, which obviously is going to lead into some more instability. So there's definitely some potential for some flare-up of some isolated to widely scattered showers and storms across the area. This first little round could potentially begin to move in late in the days, Monday, and then probably lingering a little bit more as we get into Tuesday. But at this point, they're very low end chances. But again, you could definitely see some hit and miss activity as we kind of go into Tuesday as well, with temperatures remaining into the low 80s. So definitely, if we're getting into the low 80s still, a lot of this time will probably be dry. It's just we can't completely rule out as we go into early next week some potential for some isolated to potentially scattered hit and miss showers and storms at times, which could have some localized heavier downpours like it has been with some of this activity. As we kind of go into the mid portion of next week, on Wednesday, again, that threat will continue. So continuing that just hit and miss pop-up activity for Monday, Tuesday, and into Wednesday. Again, our temperatures will probably again get into the low to mid 80s as we go into the afternoon hours. So again, that's just enough heat and instability, and there's just enough forcing kind of going through our region to get some scattered activity out there. But as we go toward the end of the work week, that begins to kind of taper off a little bit more toward kind of late Thursday. That really shuts it off, and then not really seeing probably too much as we go into the end of the work week. It's going to cool us back down by the time we get into Thursday into Friday, probably getting back into the 70s. So we're going to be kind of behind these systems, which will bring us some cooler air, relatively speaking. So nothing too shabby in that department. So that's kind of where we're at with the weather picture side of things for us. So overall, really nice today and into the next couple, or into tomorrow before rain moves back in as we go in late in the day on Saturday into Saturday night, and then wrapping up Sunday morning. And then just hit and miss showers and storms is a possibility Monday, Tuesday, and into Wednesday before drying things back out as we go into Thursday and into Friday probably. So cooling down again, probably into the mid 70s as opposed to the lower 80s. So not too shabby. No real concern for any potential severe weather at this point. I know we're starting to kind of think about that this time of year, but not quite. So not looking too shabby in that department. So other than that, kind of talking about some other weather going on across the country, it's been hit and miss when it comes to just the general weather picture. I mean, some areas have been seeing some pretty good severe weather, as other areas haven't really seen too much. And the severe weather is continuing to be fairly prevalent. There's a pretty good squall line approaching Oklahoma City at this point. You see kind of the yellow boxes, which indicates a very powerful squall line of damaging winds heading toward them as we go into the overnight hours. Quite a bit of heavy rain and flooding continuing down toward Texas. You see kind of that embedded area. The green is flooding, the yellow is severe weather, and the red is tornadoes. So quite a bit of active weather all across the state of Texas at this point. So the busy severe weather train continues for a good portion of the southern United States. But we're just going to get hit by pieces of just rain and storms as we kind of go into portions of the weekend and into next week. But again, nothing too scary in the severe weather department. So we'll take that for what it's will. But other than that, that's kind of the weather picture for us. If you want to continue to play around with this site, look at this at your own leisure. This is DopplerTownsWeather.com. And it will keep you updated as we continue to roll on into the month of June already. Halfway through the year. I can't even believe it.
Yeah. Wow. Almost there, huh? Boy, it's unprecedented, all the tornadoes out there, isn't it? I mean, that's highly unusual.
Well, I wouldn't use the word highly unusual, but it is severe weather season. It is tornado season. Just the last couple of years haven't been active. That's why it appears to be very busy. Yes, there has been a lot of tornadoes, but it's actually kind of in the average department. We're just a smidge a little bit above average, but yes, that's what a couple of years do when you don't get tornadoes. You get very complacent and you don't think much of it. But yeah, the severe weather season's been very busy for sure this year.
Yeah, get caught up, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, well, thank you, sir. Get some rest, and we will see you next week.
Sounds good.
Take care. Night. All right. Let me give a shout out to some people in there. We got the Notary Babe in there. We have Shannon Coffee. We have Patty Fix. We have Michael Bengal. How you guys doing? Thanks for joining us. We have Mrs. Chat. She's in there all the way from Marshall, Michigan. How you doing, dear? Good to see you. We got about 5 others in there that I can't see who they are because they haven't posted anything, but I know they're in there. So continue to watch. We appreciate it. Okay, let's introduce our guest for tonight. It's always a pleasure to have him on the show. Please welcome our good friend, Captain Steve Ray from the Garden City Fire Department. Hey, how you doing?
Wonderful, Kerry. How are you doing tonight?
Doing fantastic. No complaints. No complaints. So thanks for being here tonight.
Oh, glad to be here. I always have fun hanging out with you guys on the show. So
yeah, you guys have some good information for us too. So we appreciate that. So let me see. So let's talk about this special program that you're going to be attending. It's quite an honor that you were chosen, huh?
Yeah,
put up some pictures here and you can comment too.
Okay, a little bit about the program. I got accepted into the Executive Fire Officer program. There were 500 applicants for this spot, and they took 150 from across the country. So I'm proud to be selected to represent Garden City out of those 150.
Wow.
The program, the Executive Fire Officer program, is pretty much the highest level executive fire officer program that you can do.
Mm.
It teaches leadership along with um, it's a total of a 2-year program. Each year, I'll go down to the Fire Academy in Emmitsburg, Maryland, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. But it's 2 weeks this summer. I'll be going end of July, beginning of August,
Mm.
for leadership of the self, and then next spring I'll go for leadership of your organization, and the final class is leadership of the community. And
Ah.
during this time, I have a applied research paper that I'll be having to do for problems affecting Garden City or the Garden City Fire Department. So
Mm.
that'll end up being a 30 or 40-page research paper. So
Oh, wow.
the work hasn't begun yet, so I'm still in the honeymoon phase of enjoying being accepted into this class.
Yeah,
But
that's quite an honor for sure.
yeah, they've been doing this since the late 80s, the Executive Fire Officer program. They've
Mhm.
redone it a couple times. It used to be a 4-year program, and they shrunk it down to a 2-week program with us visiting a couple times a year.
Mm.
And but since the late 80s, there's only been 121 firefighters from Michigan that have finished the program. So
Wow. Wow.
um, the other two that I know from Michigan that got accepted was Bob Jennison. He's the chief of Livonia Fire,
Okay.
and then training captain with Rochester Hills. She got accepted as well. So
Wow.
um,
Very cool. So
so
this
yeah,
is the logo, eh?
yep. So this is the logo of the National Fire Administration. They're the ones that are in charge of the National Fire Academy.
Mhm.
Um, now here's the is now the National Emergency Training Center, home of the Fire Academy and FEMA's Emergency Management Institute.
Mhm.
So you'll have firefighters down there plus emergency managers.
This
Um,
campus is unbelievable. 107 acres?
yep. So it started out in 1809 as the St. Joseph Academy.
Uh-huh.
It was founded by Saint Elizabeth Ann Seton. She
Uh,
was the first American-born saint, and she's the patron saint of. Sorry about that. She's the patron saint of teachers and Catholic schools and things like that.
mhm.
Um, so it ran as the St. Joseph Academy from 1809 until it became St. Joseph College in 1902. So something interesting that happened close to this area around that time frame is the Battle of Gettysburg. So that was 1863. So the Union troops camped in this area on their way up to Gettysburg. So
Mm.
there was reports of like the Sisters of Charity who ran the St. Joseph College or the academy. They were actually attending the wounded from Gettysburg.
Oh, okay.
Where
Wow.
this campus is the northern part of Maryland, uh, just about 15 minutes south of Gettysburg. So
Okay.
uh,
It's
if you haven't
beautiful.
if you haven't had a chance to go to Gettysburg, that's incredible history in that town.
A lot of history, yeah.
So some of the buildings, this particular building is the home of the library. This one was from 1870, I believe. This one
Mhm.
was built. So we have a full functioning library for the research assignments we do, and now I'm
Now, will
able.
you be taking your classes in this building or a different building?
It'll be in a different building,
Okay.
but while I'm doing my research assignments and things like that,
Yeah, take
um,
library, yeah.
yeah, there'll be a lot of it. It's a giant database for fire as well as other emergency management. So
Mm-hmm.
this one out here, this building was actually built in 1939.
Wow.
So this was actually on property during the Civil War and the Battle of Gettysburg. And I believe those troops were General Reynolds troops that were stationed in Emmitsburg.
Oh, so this
So
is the outside. Here's the inside. Beautiful.
yeah, so this is now the home of the National Fallen Firefighter Memorial.
Uh-huh.
Um, these people that work for this, they take care of the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial, which I sent you a picture of here. And annually, they honor the fallen firefighters. Yeah, there's the Fallen Firefighter Memorial.
Wow.
Um,
Gorgeous.
yep, it was President Reagan was the one who set this into motion.
Mm-hmm.
There is a eternal flame at the base of that monument.
Oh,
Uh, whenever there's been a fallen firefighter anywhere in the country, they lower the flags to half staff. So
hmm.
unfortunately, it's too common to see this memorial like this with the flags at half staff.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can see on the ground there, this is a slightly older picture, but all of those plates, those
Yeah.
bronze
Names on
plates you
them.
see on the ground, yeah, those are for each year. They have
Wow.
a new plate.
Wow.
So
A lot of names.
yeah, the
Unfortunately.
marble behind it, the next step up, they're putting names on there as well. So
Mm.
um, for some of us that go down there and have lost fellow firefighters, remember not too long ago we lost a Westland firefighter.
Yeah. I
His name
couldn't believe it's been how many years? Like,
8 or 9 now, I
yeah,
think.
close to 10 years, I think. Wow.
Yep. And recently, a gentleman that I had the honor of taking classes with, a Madison Heights firefighter, passed away at the station from an undiagnosed heart problem.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm starting to know too many names on those plaques, but
Yeah.
it gives
Yeah.
us a chance where we can go and pay our respects.
Mhm.
And along those lines, kind of a segue, there's something that we're learning from our brothers and sisters that are dying of heart disease and cancer.
Yeah.
Next week, we have a company coming in that specializes in cancer and cardiac screenings for firefighters.
Yeah.
And we're getting cancer and cardiac screenings done here at the station. So they do
Oh,
do
that's
it on
good.
site over a couple days. So it's the older guys that have dealt with this stuff for years, and the younger guys, I've been encouraging them to set the baseline to make sure that they're starting out their career as healthy as they can be.
Right.
And this all comes directly from learning from our fallen brothers and sisters. So
Right.
another memorial there is to raise the nation. It's a 9/11 memorial, and we all
Mm.
remember this picture that
Yep.
came out. Um, again, another somber memorial. And if
Yeah. A
you can
lot of.
see right underneath your caption, there's bricks, and all of those bricks are honor bricks.
Oh, wow.
They're not all of the bricks, but there are honor bricks there. So,
Mm.
when the classes come down, they can buy a brick to honor somebody they know or just acknowledge the fact that they've been out there. So,
That's awesome. Very emotional to see this stuff.
it is, and it's a harsh reminder of the realities of our job. And
Yeah.
we're not big city firefighting at all, but every job and every run's a risk. And
Yep.
you know
Exactly. Yep.
and
You
that's
guys are running in while everybody else is running out.
yep.
That's for
So
sure.
this was just a fun picture to share with you right
Yeah.
down the street from the fire academy. Is
Somewhere
this
to go and unwind, eh?
Yeah, it's the Ott House. As you can see, Bobby Ott is the one who runs it.
Okay.
Uh, and he pays tributes to firefighters that have been coming down there basically since the academy opened, and it's just a treasure trove of fire patches, challenge coins, old helmets. You can see a fire call box there in the middle.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wow.
the city of Emmitsburg, especially that house, love having the fire academy there.
Yeah.
We come down and we're respectful of the city and bring in a lot of revenue too. So,
Right. Right. Now,
but yeah,
where did the Dalmatian dog? How did that start?
well,
Do you know?
The Dalmatian was the fire dog because they were so good with horses. So
Okay.
they'd have the bigger horses. Like today, even the Budweiser
Right.
Clydesdales, their trailer has a Dalmatian on it because they're good with horses. They're crazy. They don't mind being around the horses that scare other dogs.
Yeah.
That
Definitely.
they'd bark and keep people clear. So they were actually our first sirens too. So so
Wow.
yeah, even the Budweiser today, they use the Dalmatians up there. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's pretty cool. That's a nice place right there.
yeah. This is a monument from Gettysburg. Um, a lot of times, especially with leadership studies, uh, being so close to Gettysburg, we can go up there and talk about some of the battles in the different areas.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, anybody who's done any research on the Battle of Gettysburg knows that both sides should have lost that battle a dozen times.
Yeah.
Bad decisions, bad choices built on bad information and,
Right.
bad leaders in the wrong spots. And
Mm-hmm.
so we've gone up there before, and this is one the monuments that us as firefighters like to acknowledge. This is the 73rd New York Infantry.
Mm-hmm.
They were made up of you know fire department, the FDNY firefighters
Wow.
came down and pretty much had their own infantry division and helped fight with the Union. So here you can see a firefighter with his fire helmet on and his speaking trumpet next to a Union
Mhm.
soldier.
That's cool. It's nice they honor all these guys like this. This is really nice.
Yeah, the Monument Road down there in Gettysburg is. I'm not a big ghost guy, but when you stand in an area where 50,000 people died in 3 days, you
Yes.
can't help but feel the energy
Wow. Wow.
there. And, it's respectful and somber. And,
Mhm.
some of the stories that have come out of it are both
All of that.
heartbreaking and inspirational. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. And that's all I got on that. Now, you want to talk any more on the classes that you're now? When are you going to be leaving for that?
I'll be going down from July 21st is when I head down there and until August 2nd. So it's 2 weeks
Okay.
class this time around. All the rest of the classes are 1 week. And then in spring of 26 is when I will technically graduate.
And
Uh,
they probably have like dormitories or whatever for you to stay in there.
yep. So when we get down there, it is the dorm rooms basically of the old college. Uh,
Okay.
they've been renovated.
Nice.
I'm sure there's better Wi-Fi in there than they had in 1909. So just slightly though. Uh, but yeah, it is a college dormitory. Usually, you're in the same wing with most of your classmates, and that's the biggest advantage to this is just the networking that takes place.
Right. Right.
I've been down there for classes with people from
Wow.
Honolulu Fire Department and
Wow.
uh, I've made some close relationships that have endured to this day. There's some that I talk to pretty much on a weekly basis.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Does it really change that much? I mean, do you learn anything from that from other people or
Really with this, the advantage of the networking is if we have a problem here, chances are somebody in my network has had that problem before.
Right.
So we can reach out to them and, hey, what have you done to address this problem?
Pick their brain, yeah, a little bit.
What are your procedures? And probably every 2 weeks, I'm on a couple chat groups, and they'll send out, hey, we're having problems with electrical vehicle fires. What information you guys have on that?
Oh,
And it's a treasure trove of that information. So,
wow. Yeah,
uh,
that's good. You all learn from one another.
yep. So I'm not the only one that's taking advantage of the National Fire Academy. Lieutenant Schroeder is going down for one of the command and control classes.
Oh,
So that's pretty much teaching the new officers how to move around the trucks and the equipment and the
mhm,
personnel to do things more effectively. So
mm.
um, Nick's been down there a couple times, and according to the National Fire Academy, they say only 2% of firefighters ever go to the National Fire Academy,
Wow.
and we probably have
Mhm.
probably a quarter of our guys have been down there.
Oh,
And
that's
it's
pretty
something
good.
I encourage.
Yeah.
The federal government pays your transportation down there.
Mm.
Uh, it pays for your class. It pays for the boarding. The only thing we pay for is a food card for the amount of time we're down there. So
Mhm.
I
Wow.
think my food card for the 2 weeks is going to be like $400, and
That's
that's a 2 week class. So
that's fantastic. Wow. You can't pass that up, you know?
so all the travel and everything else is covered by the government. So
Well,
you
that's
know
good.
you can't beat free trainings.
No, can't beat that at all.
Yeah, some of the other trainings that we've been a part of lately are funded by the fireworks fund. So I don't
Oh,
know if you know or most people know. Anytime you buy any fireworks in the state of Michigan, a percentage of that goes to fire departments
really?
for training purposes.
I
So
don't think I knew that.
yep. So then we sit down as a group. I'm one of the instructors in the Wayne County group, and once a year they'll come out and say, "All right, the state has given us this much in firework funds. What classes do we want to fund?" And
Wow.
then
That's
any of the firefighters in
cool.
the area can sign up for classes that don't cost their city or themselves anything. So
So fireworks are good for something.
yeah, not just for scaring dogs and things like that. So
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Michael Bingo says Lauren from Kroger says hello. She worked at the Garden City store and thought highly of you.
oh yeah, I miss our friends at Kroger. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think we all miss that.
well, thank you for speaking highly of me, Lauren. I miss all of you guys there.
John Murray wants to know, is there information how GM, Poletown, and Detroit Fire Department will address facility incidents with combustion issues of batteries? What kind of toxics or
You know, the thing with the electric vehicles
yeah.
is they really shove them down our throats without a lot of forethought.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's up to us to try to catch up with it. As far as toxics that come from the batteries, you name it.
Yeah.
I'm not a scientist. I can't tell you specifically which ones they are, Mr. Murray.
But they're
But
toxic.
yeah, but the problems that we're gonna face, and fortunately we haven't had to yet, but it's a matter of when, not if. Um, these
Mhm.
batteries will keep setting off, and you think you have it out, and they're still overheated. You
Ooh,
know, now what do we do with the car once we put the fire out? Because tow companies don't want to tow these cars
wow.
because the chances of them bursting into flames or taking them to their tow yards. So that is something that we're doing the research and finding out the best practices. And they have stories about totally submerging these cars and
Yeah.
burying them with sand, and
Yeah, I've heard that.
The issue that
Issue.
we have and some of the trainings that we've been attending and seeing is these vehicles catching fire inside of a garage.
Yeah,
So now you're trying to put out a house fire with a car that won't go out.
that's what's really going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, we have to address all these things, and it would have been beautiful for the country and the car companies to slow down a little bit and include us in the process.
Yeah, exactly.
As with most things, they just put it out, and we have to figure out the hazards and how best to handle them. So,
Yeah. Well, thanks for the question, Mr. Murray. Appreciate
yep.
it.
Yeah, and that is up and coming. All of the lithium ion batteries, the scooters and houses that are on the chargers that overheat and burst into flames.
Yeah.
The amount of equipment that we have that has batteries, essentially turn into little time bombs that we have to be prepared to deal with.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah. I want to say hello to Don Nicholson from Don Nicholson Enterprises. He says it reminds me of the days when people used to park their cars on top of the leaves with catalytic converters and catch them on fire. Yeah, I remember that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's interesting because, there are other things like all the airbags that they're putting in cars now. Those are great. People are surviving accidents. Cars are meant to crumple.
Yeah.
So they're being a lot safer. But for us during a car fire and during cutting people out of their cars and things like that,
Right.
those are, like I said, potential little bombs there that
Exactly.
we have to prepare for. So,
Yeah.
a lot of our job is hurry up and rush, but more and more we're hurry up and look and evaluate and then rush.
Yeah. Stick
So
around. Yeah. Right.
yeah,
North says excellent information given above the electric cars. Thank you.
yeah. So like our jaws of life, if we cut one of those cylinders for the airbags,
Yeah.
you know, uh, yeah, somebody back up about 100 feet and try to catch our jaws of life before they land. So,
Really? Oh man.
but
Wow.
but yeah, it's definitely, you cannot have change without pain and discomfort, and
Hmm.
we just try to minimize that and
Yeah.
learn and grow and change the way we do things. And fortunately, we have a lot of our younger guys that stay on the computer and find out the newest things, the best ways, and share it with everybody so we can make the best decision based on the best evidence and things like that. So,
That's good. Yeah. Research. Research. You got to research. That's the thing.
and it's
Sue
all out
Bellows
there
is in
somewhere.
there. Sue Bellows. Hello, Sue. Susan Patterson's in there. How you doing? Thanks for joining us tonight. Well, why don't we go? We'll move next to the station remodel. We have some pictures of that. It's been pretty time consuming. Should have been done by now, don't you think?
I promised I'd only say good things tonight, Carrie. You know that. We are quickly approaching the 1 year
Jeez, Pete.
uh, our remodel.
Yeah. Well, I know
So
they sent the wrong trusses or something for the roof, didn't they, at one time?
yeah, they've had issues with the trusses. The roof waited a long time for the roof, and then when it came, it was the wrong color. So
Jeez.
they had to wait to get the new stuff in. So there's been a lot of hurry up and wait. Um,
I like the red roof.
yeah, the
So you're gonna leave the light on, right?
yeah. There are guys saying that it looks like every Pizza Hut in the country with the red metal
I
roof.
think it's
But
sharp. I like it. I like it.
yeah, I think once we finish the front work here, these are vestibules. You notice another one on the last picture on the other entry door too. So
Yeah, I see that. Both sides.
yep. So those are going to be kind of man traps, so we can open the door and see who's there before we let people in. especially on the other side, the chief side. A lot of times when we're out on runs, the executive assistant's here by herself. So,
Right, right.
uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's just a little extra.
Seal Nesbitt wants to know, should she be concerned about her battery lawnmower or other battery yard items? Have you heard
The,
anything about that?
yeah, I haven't personally had any issue with the battery powered lawnmowers. A lot of times, I have had people put their lawnmowers away while they were still hot,
Right.
especially the riding lawnmowers, and that causing issues in the garage.
Mhm.
Um, the biggest thing with the battery powered things tend to be during recharging. So
Overheating,
if
Mike?
it's something, if it takes 8 hours to recharge your battery, you're much better off using a timer and setting it for 8 or 10 hours, and then it'll shut off when that battery's charged.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Um,
good idea.
just the constant leaving it on there, so there's always some current running through it.
Right.
Tends to overheat and overcharge the batteries, and also dwindles away at your electric bill, which we all know is pretty ridiculous for everybody. So,
Right. Yeah.
um, so yeah, I wouldn't be afraid of everything with a battery in it. Just be smart about it. Be smart about the way it's charged. It's charged in a
Yeah,
ventilated area, so don't
and
put it
you
in a cabinet to charge so it overheats.
right, you can feel the battery. I mean, it gets warm. When it gets hot, you wanna unplug that sucker.
Yeah. So it'll help the battery life
Yeah.
last, and it's safer. So
Right, right. So this is, the chief's entrance here, right? On this side?
no,
Or
this is the
or
suppression side, but right by the captain's office. So
right, right.
I can see that door from here. That the other one is going into the administrative side. So
Oh, okay.
the
Okay.
chief's office and Myron, the executive assistant. Um, well, while I have a second,
Yeah.
Myron has been the biggest asset to our department. If you called and called the department, you probably talked to her. You've seen her whenever we're out. She loves to be involved in the community, and
Mhm.
she takes so much off of all of our plates every day. So I can't say enough great things about her and what she does for the city and our department. So.
What is her name again? We'll give her a shout out.
Marin Silvers,
Okay.
and
Thank you, Myron.
yep, she's our station mom. So
Oh, awesome.
we got her a gift on Mother's Day and things
Oh,
like
that's
that.
great.
So
That's awesome.
and that's the way it feels. She is symbolically adopted every one of us. So
Yeah, let her know she's appreciated, that's for sure. Now this
uh,
is, the bunk room, huh?
yep. So this is one of the views of the bunk room. This is standing inside the current station, right at the back doors.
Okay.
Where you see the brick
Yeah.
uh, meets the cinder block, that's how far our bay is being extended backwards.
Oh,
So this door in the foreground is
yeah.
actually going to lead inside the station.
Oh, okay.
The finished brickwork with the windows will be outside the station, and
Mm,
so the problem that we had was our trucks are getting bigger and longer.
right.
So we we can barely fit the 2 engines and 2 rescues we have in here as it
Wow,
is now, so,
that's gonna
that'll
make
give
a
us
big
a little more
difference.
space, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this
Uh, so yeah,
what is
this is inside one of the bunk rooms. This is one of the older, pictures. I think I sent you a newer one. Yep, like this one right here, they're getting the floors in. I believe the,
nice.
gentleman doing the floors is just finishing up the last bedroom, so the bedroom and the hallways have the flooring done, the painting done.
Now how many bedrooms are we talking now?
There'll be 7 individual bunk rooms.
Okay.
Uh, right now, we sleep in a open room that has Murphy beds that fold down.
Oh,
So we realized it was a concern during COVID when we couldn't separate from each other. And,
Right.
it's, well, with the open bunk room like that, one of us gets sick, all of us get sick. And,
Yeah. So this bedroom I'm looking at, that's going to be for one firefighter or
yep.
okay, wow, that's great.
So the beds that they're going to put in there have storage underneath them. So big storage drawers. So
Oh,
like the
wow.
captains will generally sleep in the same room and on different shifts and keep
Right.
all of their bed equipment and things like that in the drawers underneath the bed.
Oh, nice.
And then each of the rooms are supposed to have a desk, television. Um, so we have a place where we can escape and get away if we need to as well. So
Right. And also, if you get a female firefighter, then of course they'd be separated then.
yep. The with Chief Harmon when she was a firefighter with us. She came from the military. She wasn't ashamed or afraid,
Right. Yeah.
But if we hire a 20-year-old
Yeah.
female now, it's not appropriate for her
Yeah.
to be
It's
getting
different.
dressed with 40 and 50-year-old men. So,
These are nice lockers you're getting. Wow.
yep. So, yeah, we still have a little final. They just started putting these in. Um, so here's an example of a nice full-size locker.
Wow.
Um,
That's
there's room
great.
for us to hang up uniforms now and keep all of our equipment. Right now, we've got lockers that are half height and
A lot of
probably
hooks.
less than half the width. So
Yeah. That's very
basically,
nice.
the little shelves that you see there, that's
Yeah.
about the extent of our lockers right now.
Oh my gosh.
So
Wow.
the little closed off box is a locked area, so we can have our put our wallet and phones and stuff in there for the day, and it's going to be secured. Not
Yep.
that we've ever had a problem with that before, but
Right.
uh, yep, and they're big enough that we can probably stuff a couple of the new guys in their lockers. They misbehave, so
Right. Now this is
so
a bunk room alley side.
yep. So the alley side, you can see the air handling units. Instead of going for one heating and cooling system, they have these systems that will have a thermostat in each of our rooms
Wow.
that supply both heat and air conditioning.
Oh,
So
great.
we can adjust it to all of us being comfortable. They're working on PA systems. So um, a few of the bedrooms are going to be hooked to the generator, which is on the other side of the building.
Mhm.
But we need those for our radios. So if the power goes out, we don't lose our emergency radios.
Oh, gotcha.
Uh,
So you have
but
backup generators on there?
yeah, we have a backup generator for the rest of the station.
Uh-huh.
So the biggest issue, the generator won't take care of the heating and cooling system on this side, but
Right.
it'll give us emergency lights in the radio. But the
Okay.
rest of the station, the bay doors, um, all of our other mandatory equipment, computers, are all on the generator that turns on almost immediately when we lose power. So,
Oh, cool. And there's the roof.
yep. So
Very
yeah, that was a close up look. I climbed up a ladder for you
Yeah, that's a nice shot.
for the picture, but
That snow ought to slide right off there.
yep, I think they do have to put the little safety
Lip
things on there
Yeah. Yeah.
that break them up before you get hit by a 20-foot long
Right.
let of snow.
Oh,
So
wow, this is a unisex full bath. Wow.
yep. So each of the bathrooms, as it stands now, we have just general bathrooms or male bathrooms on both the north and south side of the station.
Uh-huh.
And then our women's room or ladies' room is down the hallway by the chief's office and the executive assistant's office.
Right.
And that's the only ladies' room. But instead of having the general bathrooms now, uh, we currently have 2 that are set up. One is just outside of the locker room area. The
Okay.
other one is in the locker room area. Unisex, full bath. So we can go in there and lock the door, so it doesn't matter male or female or
Mm-hmm.
anywhere in between. We have lockable doors. So there's 2 now. There'll be 1 in the new construction area. I think I sent you a picture of that, the one with all the purple siding, but that's going to be down at the end of this hallway.
Okay.
So
So
there'll
those
be,
are all the rooms, right? On the
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So this is standing where this picture is I kind of have I'm at the doorway that went out of our dorm where the old garage was.
Oh, okay.
So this is looking towards the east.
East.
Uh,
Okay.
and you can see the rooms come off there, 4 on one side, 3 on the other.
Mm,
Just the immediate left is a storage closet, because that's another thing we are
storage.
in dire need of around here
Right.
is storage. So
Never
uh,
have enough storage.
yeah, so we'll have a storage closet there. Down the hallways, they've got the drop ceilings in.
Wow.
All the plumbing for the heating and cooling is in. Some of the electrical has been run. They still have to run the cables and stuff for our PAs and our radios and stuff like that. So
Right. Right. It's nice to give you windows too. Boy,
yeah. Oh,
that
the
helps a lot.
natural light's going to be huge for us. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yep, and
Oh, that's a good
outside,
shot there.
yep, and outside those windows, we have a lovely view of the alley behind the B Rock Wraps and the dollar store, and
Auto parts and
yeah.
yeah.
I might
Very
have my
nice.
daughter paint a mural that I can roll down over the window, so I
Yeah,
can
there you go. There you
feel
go.
like I'm looking out over a nice scene on the beach or something.
Yeah, when you raise the blind, you just have a beautiful mural there.
Yeah, yeah. So there's the third of the fourth 4 new bathrooms we're getting.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, this one is in the new edition of the dorm.
Mhm.
The 2 that we have in place now took the place of the old bathroom on the south side of the station. So
Yeah, good size room.
yeah.
Now this is
So I'm sorry.
go ahead.
So this is looking into the back of the station. So looking westbound, we have the new construction dormitory on the left.
Right.
And you can see how far the bay is coming out. I think it's another 14 or 16 feet that
Wow.
you're heading to the back of the station.
Awesome.
And then that new construction to the right is going to be our kitchen.
Yeah,
Our,
extended that big time.
yep. So our kitchen area is going to come out a little bit.
Oh, there it
Um,
is.
yep. So with that, the future, there's a guy up on the roof finishing up the metal roofing, but
Mhm.
the kitchen's going to be bigger. It should have an island.
Nice
We're
picture
having
window there too.
yep. So we're excited about having more room there. Currently, the area that's our TV room and our locker room. If you've been in the station
Yeah.
before,
Yep, yep.
that's going to become a gym and our fourth full unisex bathroom.
Oh,
So,
wow. Nice. And
so we'll be,
this is where the gold fire hydrant was, right? Right here.
yep, right, yep, right in that hole right there. We still have the plaque, and
Yeah.
we just moved it safely out of their way for now. And then
Uh-huh.
once all the construction traffic's done, I'm not sure if the plan is to put those bricks there again, but if we end up moving our gold fire hydrant, that was to honor our 50th anniversary as a fire department. So
Yeah, that was cool. So what's the ETA on this?
uh,
Anybody know?
no,
Wow.
there have been talks lately, and they are progressing a whole lot more quickly than they had initially. We've just had a lot of delays and
Mhm.
waiting for stuff, and essentially the biggest hazard is going to be being without our kitchen.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
we eat 2 meals a day here together during our 24-hour shifts.
right.
Um, so it's gonna be difficult to we've got a griddle in the bay, and, we have a barbecue grill, but that's hooked up to gas, and that line's disappeared, so,
Oh, jeez.
under construction. So,
Maybe
yeah,
some carry out.
so hopefully before they, take one thing out of our kitchen, they have all their equipment here and, all their supplies they need to keep us out of that living area as little as possible.
Right. Now this is, we threw this in here, a couple other ones. This is a Westland Firefighters Ball that they had not long ago.
Yep,
Outstanding photo.
yeah, the firefighters in Westland do this annually. They put on a wonderful
Yeah, it looked
ball.
really nice.
Um, the last few years, it's been a wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Cheryl.
Mhm.
It's been a wonderful time to go out with my wife. This year, my son was graduating with his culinary degree,
Oh,
so
that's right, that's
we
right.
thought it'd be fun for him to see the culinary side of it with a dinner because they do a beautiful presentation and ice
Is he gonna
sculptures, and
is he gonna come cook for you guys at the station?
he has before. He had to
Oh,
do
really?
a 1-day internship, so
Oh, nice.
yeah, he came here. I don't even think he was in college yet. I think it was a high school internship, but
Oh,
he
wow.
he spent the day cooking with one of our engineers, and they he made a what was it? It was coconut chicken. It was cooked
Ooh.
in coconut milk, and
Oh,
it
geez.
was delicious. We made it a couple times since then.
Oh my
Call it
gosh, that sounds really good.
they call it Alex chicken now, so he's got his own,
Yeah, that's a great
own
picture.
recipe now. And
Mr.
then,
Murray, he wants to know, Steve, check with roofer, why's there's no buttons on the standing seam on connection? I don't know if he what I
well, Mr. Murray, I don't expect the roofer to tell me how to be a firefighter, so I am not going up on that roof to tell him how to roof stuff.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's we've had Randy here. He's kind of been functioning as the director of things and keeping an eye on things. So,
Uh-huh.
um, but this
Yep.
one's a picture. Brad Noyes is a local firefighter,
Yeah,
and he
kinda
comes
cool.
out for our fires. And so, as I was getting the pictures ready for you, this is firefighter Gambino's helmet. Christian just came back to us. He left a few years ago
Oh,
to pursue other things in his life, and it turned out that he missed the department and left on good terms and
I'll be darned.
reapplied when we have an opening. So we're glad to have Christian back. He's a great paramedic, great firefighter, and a nice guy to have around the station.
Awesome, awesome. And then just because we're
Just
dog
because,
lovers.
yep. Everybody deserves to have a smile on their face every day, and if these two don't make you smile, I don't know what will.
Now you gotta tell us who they are on the left and on the right.
All right, the left, the little short hair guy is Maximus because there's
Maximus.
nothing cooler than a 10-pound dog named Maximus. He does live up to his name. He's my athlete. The long-haired, brindle-striped one is Pepper. She is our, little thoughtful dog and lover, and seems
Oh,
to know when you need a hug, but she's also enjoys her food. So she turns
yeah.
into a little woodpecker with her nose when you're in the kitchen cooking. She's there.
Well, they're cute as hell, I'll tell you that, and, we're big dog lovers too, so, uh,
Yeah. So
miss our dogs terribly, but I don't know if
yeah.
we're gonna get any more. It's hard it's rough when they go, you know?
And Chief Harmon used to have such a laugh at the fact that that I love these small little wiener dogs, and big huge guy like me and a lot of the guys, big Captain Derek has those big not Saint Bernards, but
Oh,
those big
geez.
tall dogs,
Oh, Great Dane?
Great Danes, yeah.
Oh, geez. Oh, Pete,
He
that's
had
like a
Great
horse.
Danes that could stand up and look you in the eye, and
Yeah.
no, I don't want that. I want
No,
little 10-pound dogs that scurry around and have fun, and then can fall asleep on your lap. And
that's me too. I told Mrs. Chad if we ever get another dog, I want one of them little frou-frou dogs, man. I'm not going with something big and something that doesn't shed either.
yeah, and these guys are great for that. I have had a German Shepherd before, and
Oh,
he was an
geez.
absolute great dog.
Yeah.
But I like the portability of these little guys a little better. And
Yeah. Well, they're
you
cute,
know,
I'll tell you.
when she sleeps on the bed between me and my wife, that's a whole lot different than the German Shepherd sleeping between us.
Yeah, I bet. That's when you got to get the big queen or queen size or whatever, king size. All right, that's all I have there. Those are great pictures. Thanks for sending those.
Oh, I was glad to do it, and thanks for having me on. I am really excited about taking this class and representing us.
Yeah, that's awesome. We're
Former
proud of you, man.
former Chief Bill Forbush, he went through this program, but not until after he left Garden City.
Oh, really?
So he was up representing Alpena Fire Department when he got his executive fire officer.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
I will be the first one from Garden City to have this, and I'm
Oh, that's
really
great.
really honored and looking forward to really making a name for Garden City in Southeast Michigan at the Fire Academy. So.
Well, we appreciate everything you do, and we're proud of you, and proud of you of the department as well. So
Thank you, and I
let
will
us.
check in. Will check in while I'm out there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Check in. You can
Yeah,
pop in anytime. I can just send you the link, man. If I'm doing a show, pop in.
and do the live reporter on the scene from the grounds of the Fire Academy, and let
Exactly.
you see that. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to go down and you go to Gettysburg, it's just a quick 15-minute drive over the Maryland Pennsylvania border
Hmm.
to Emmitsburg, and there's a lot of history in that area as well.
A lot of
And you
history.
can go onto the Fire Academy and see the monuments, but just be advised your car is going to be rummaged through by a couple guys with big guns. So,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
because the Fire Academy is right by Camp David as well, so
Ah, right, right.
it's the backup landing zone. So if they can't land a helicopter at Camp David, they land it at the Fire Academy, and they tell us day one, if you see a helicopter land and a bunch of black SUVs show up, just
Yeah,
pretend they're invisible and go about your business.
right. I can remember we were on a trip going. We went past Quantico, and they actually scramble the internet, the internet when you're going by there. You can't. I mean, you can't get on your phone. Your GPS don't work. Nothing.
Huh.
It's crazy.
Make you nervous just driving by there?
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. Let's see. We got a few more people I just want to give a shout out to. Westland Community News is in there. Dennis Dykman is in there, the carpet guy. How you doing, Dennis? Thank you. Sue Bellows. I think I named everybody else. Don Nicholson, Mrs. Chat, Susan Patterson. It's good to see the Westland Community News in there. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Appreciate that. Well, look, thank you so much. You're always welcome back anytime.
I do appreciate that. I do think they're planning on doing our fire department open house a little earlier next year.
Oh yeah, September. They
Yeah.
changed the chili cook-off till September.
Yeah, so we're gonna move it up and do our open house the same way during the chili cook-off, but I think there's plans on like an ice cream social or something smaller at the
Oh,
department during Fire Prevention Week. So
oh, awesome, awesome.
so we'll still do our open house, but we still want want our little time to share the message of fire prevention. So
Yep. Well, we gotta get you on before that as well too. So
Yeah, and Fire Marshal Smith, who's been on this show before,
Yep. Yep.
he'll have all that information. So,
All right. Sounds good, my friend. Good
well, thank
luck
you.
in your class, and check in with us, okay? And let us know what's going on.
All right, I'll see you soon, my friend.
Hold on a minute. Don Nicholson said, send us the info for the open house so we can promote it for you in the paper marketplace.
Yep, I will make sure that gets done. So,
Yeah, and me as well, and we can get that on the show.
yep.
All right. If you want to contact Captain Ray, you can email him at stevenr@gardencitymi.org, right?
Yep.
And you love to talk to people, so
Yeah, and I love having people drop into the station or call, and if you want to, you don't
Oh.
have to be a kid to get a tour of the fire trucks.
that reminds me, I got to get my shirt.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you order a shirt, they have come in. So, and the response has been overwhelming. I think they're going to reopen the store for this. So
Oh, cool.
when they do that, I'll let you know. So,
All right. Sounds good. All right. Thank you, sir. You have a good night and say hi to everybody and say hi to the chief.
I will do that. Take care, everybody.
All right. See ya. Thanks. All right. Always good information. Boy, you got to be proud of him being chosen to go to that academy. That's awesome. Very, very good. All right. Moving on. The next city council meeting is Monday, June 3rd, 7 p.m. in the council chambers located at 6000 Middle Belt Road. These are a good way for you to get involved and voice any concerns that you may have as well. All right. Mike is not in. He didn't make it in. So I'm going to go ahead and do the announcements. We got quite a few. So let me do that. All right. Straight Farmhouse Museum. They're located at 6221 Merriman Road in Garden City. They're open Wednesdays and Saturdays from noon to 3. For event information, go to straightfarmhouse.org. They have a lot of stuff going on there. Garden City Senior Center presents acrylic painting for seniors, $8. First and second Friday of every month from 1 to 2 at the Radcliffe Center. Register at the Radcliffe Center or online at gardencitymi.org/senior center. Dennis Dykman, the carpet cleaner. He cleans tile and grout, upholstery, hardwood floors, residential and commercial. Give him a call at 734-299-6496. Garden City Senior Center presents watercolor for seniors, $5, third and fourth Friday of every month, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the Radcliffe Center. Register at the Radcliffe Center or online once again, gardencitymi.org/senior center. For all your notary needs, call 734-469-8821. The Notary Babe, Shannon Coffee. Notary Babe Shan, LLC. For all your notary needs. The Straight Farmhouse has Women in History exhibit. Come and see our newest display of women who changed the world. Open Saturdays and Wednesdays, noon to 3. Admission is free. And once again, they're located at 6221 Merriman Road. And take a tour of the museum while you're there as well. Downtown Development Authority, the 2024 Lucky Squirrel Outdoor Flea Market Crafts Vendor Event. 150 vendors, arts, crafts, antiques, and more. Next one is July 20th, and then one in September from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Garden City Town Center parking lot. Wayne County Veteran Services every Tuesday and Thursday, 8:30 to 4:30, located at the Radcliffe Center. You can call them for an appointment at 313-506-0302. Also, the American Legion Department of Veterans Affairs every Tuesday is there, 9 a.m. to 3. Don't face the VA alone. Speak with a veteran service officer to see about your veteran benefits. And you can call them at 313-964-6640 or 517-243-5991. Beats having to go downtown, that's for sure. Angels Aids is hiring part-time lawn care, landscaping help needed. They provide the equipment, paid daily. Experience is necessary. please call 248-818-5334. And this is what they do, Angels AIDS. They provide all kinds of services for you. Stephanie Powers is the owner. Call 248-818-5334. Penny Bingo at the Garden City Senior Center. First and fourth Wednesday of every month at the Radcliffe Center. 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 25 cents per bingo card. Bring lots of pennies because pennies are used as your bingo markers. If you have any questions, 734-793-1870. And I guess that is quite popular over there from what I hear. Craft Day at the Radcliffe Center. Paint your own birdhouse, Saturday, June 1st, $10 per person. All ages are welcome. And that's at the Radcliffe Center. Hand embroidery hat class, $15 a session, ages 8 and up, Wednesdays, 4:30 to 5:30. Learn how to make your own floral embroidered hat. All materials provided except the hats. The next one is June 5th at the Radcliffe Center. A lot of stuff happening at the Radcliffe Center. If you haven't been over there, you're missing something. It's really nice. All-American Wayne Road Cruise, June 8th, 2024, all day, located in Westland. 5 miles of cruising, events, vendors, only 45 minutes north of Toledo. Free entry, free parking, thousands of cruisers. Details or questions, get a hold of Don at donnicholson.net or 734-658-5296. Seeds and Sprouts, join us to learn about bugs, plants, soil, and more. Kids will also eat pizza and make a craft. Next one is June the 8th at the Radcliffe Center. Ages 7 to 12, $5 per child per class. Gets them interested in planting. Garden City is having a hiring fair, imaging and nursing, Monday, June 10th, 9 to 4. Same day interviews and offers. Up to $15,000 sign-on bonus. They need RNs, CRNAs, CT techs, radiology techs. Head on over to Garden City Hospital. Give them a call at 734-458-3300. Neighborhood Watch, the second Tuesday of every month, 7 p.m. at the Garden City Police Department. Share with your neighbors. Next meeting is June 11th. Let's talk openly, share opinions, ask burning questions. The Mayor's Forum, Council Chambers at City Hall, Wednesday, June the 12th, 5:30 p.m. at City Hall. The speaker is Mayor Mark Jacobs. State Representative Dylan Wagella, reoccurring 2024 coffee hours every second Thursday of the month. 5:30 to 6:30 at the Radcliffe Center. The next one is June 13th. Autos for Autism is having a raffle. Enter to win $10 each or 3 for $20 for a chance to win first prize, Gosney Dome Pizza Oven. Wow, $2,000 value. Second prize, $200 basket of cheer. Drawing will be 6/17/24. You don't have to be present to win. Tickets will be sold at the show or call Kim 734-812-1559. And I believe Seal Nesbitt, she was in there. She's got like 10 tickets. If you know Seal, you can get your ticket from her. And this is what it's all about, the 23rd Annual Autos for Autism Car Show to benefit Berger School for students with autism. Monday, June 17th from 4 to 9 at the Garden City Middle School, 1851 Radcliffe near Ford Road in Wildwood. Live music by Bonnie and the Working Girls. They're going to have all kinds of food and all kinds of vehicles. So you're going to want to be there or be square. I'm going to be a judge once again. I'm honored to do that. And I think Mike is going to be there helping count the money or ballots or something. Chalk on the Wild Side, $50 per child. First through third grade, ages 5 to 9, Mondays, June 17th to July 22nd, 4:30 to 5:30. Fourth to sixth grade, ages 9 to 12, Thursdays, June 20th to July 25th, 4:30 to 5:30, and that's at the Radcliffe Center. Camp GC, ages 6 to 11, 2024, June 17th to August 16th at Garden City Park. Half-day camp, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 12:45. It's $99 for the week. Learning arts and crafts, sports, weekly field trips, and much more. Call 734-793-1849. Music in the Park, get it on your calendar, and the Bisbee Vendor Show, presented by Tipton Academy, Garden City Park, 4 to 9. Vendor show starts at 4. Music starts at 6:30. June 20th is the first one. American Ages Band will be there. July 18th, Smith Factor, and August 15th, St. John Smith. And there's all the sponsors that make it happen. Inspire Theater presents Gilligan's Island, the musical. Friday and Saturday, June 21st, 22nd, 28th, and 29th, July 5th and 6th at 7:30. Saturday and Sunday, June 22nd, 23rd, 29th, and 30th, July 6th and 7th at 2 p.m. Tickets are $20 at inspiretheater.ticketleap.com. Looks like a fun show. The Garden City Garden Club 30th Annual Garden Walk. Wow, 30 years in partnership with the Straight Farmhouse Historical Museum. Saturday, July 13th. Get that on your calendar. Got some beautiful homes and gardens in Garden City. From 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., beautiful gardens, vendor show from 11 to 3, backyard floral arrangement contest, plant sale, and door prizes. Tickets are $20 in advance, includes luncheon ticket, $15 in advance without luncheon ticket, $20 day of the event without luncheon ticket. Tickets available at Barson's Greenhouse, Lucky Dog Daycare, and the Straight Farmhouse beginning June 1st or online at sfh.ludus.com. Great event. Kids Fun Fair, free fun for all ages, Saturday, July 13th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 3144 Wayne Road in Wayne, Michigan. Carnival games, fun foam, balloon twisting, cotton candy, popcorn, snow cones, water games, dance party, Rusty Trike Market, $5 meal deals. I believe this is at the Notre Dame Knights of Columbus, if I'm not mistaken. Cruising with Step, services to enhance potential. August 7th, 2024, cruise night, 4 p.m. Drive-in movie, 9 p.m. at 450 South Vinoy Road in Westland. Drive-in movie is going to be E.T. this year. Great movie. Bring your Kleenex. Food, karaoke, Dash Flax, music, People's Choice Awards. For details, contact Don at donnicholson.net or 734-658-5296. Cruisin' Hines, nothing but the classics. 7.5 miles of 2-lane park with no stop signs, no stoplights to cruise, with nothing but classics on the road. All vehicles must be 25 years or older, and that's on August 25th, 2024, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Dearborn, Michigan, food vendors. See details at www.cruisinhines.com. $5 donation to cruise. Or you can call Don at 734-658-5296. Don's going to be a busy guy. And let's see, Community Shred Day, prescription drug disposal and home pantry food donations. Saturday, September 14th, 10 a.m. to 1. City Hall parking lot. Enter off Central from Ford Road. Up to 5 paper grocery bags or cardboard banker boxes will be accepted. Cars must be in line by no later than 12:45. And that is all I have. That's quite a bit of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff going on. Remember, you're always welcome. We're always looking for guests to come on the show. If you know someone that might be interested, maybe they own a business or they own an organization, all they have to do is email us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, or you can message us on Facebook. Doesn't matter what community you live in. We want to hear from you. Come on the show and share your information with us and the surrounding communities. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you. And with that said, I think we're going to call this a podcast. We want to thank our guest, Captain Steve Ray from the Garden City Fire Department. He does a great job. You can contact Steve once again, Stephen R. at gardencity.mi.org. Also, a big thanks to my fantastic co-host, meteorologist Dr. Tom Iwinski. And Mike, we missed you. Get your computer fixed. Hope you can make it next time. Great job as always. Also, a huge shout out and thank you to each and every one of you for sharing part of your time with us tonight. And every week, we are celebrating 14 years on the air, and we owe it all to you. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Remember, this show will be available right after we sign off tonight on Facebook. So we hope you'll catch it at your convenience, especially if you tuned in late, by going to facebook.com/GCChat. And feel free to share the show with your friends as well. Also, catch us over on our YouTube channel. Just search for the Garden City Community Chat Show. And you'll find not only this show, but all of our past shows as well. Click on the live tab and please subscribe. Click on the subscribe button on, on the channel. We would appreciate that. And as always, at the end of our shows, we like to thank all the healthcare workers, first responders, police and fire, everyone on the front lines who serve and protect us every day. We cannot thank you enough. Be safe, and we want you to know that you and your families are in our thoughts and prayers every day. And whenever you see any of these heroes, please let them know how much you appreciate them. Remember, the success of a community depends on the community. So please support your local businesses. And don't hesitate. Vaccinate. Get that COVID booster if you need it. Flu shots, RSV shots, pneumonia shots, all your shots. Remember, you're not only protecting yourself, but you're protecting others as well. And if you see something, say something. We need to look out for one another out there. For all your weather information, head on over to drtomsweather.com. It's got a great user-friendly website over there, beautiful radar, so you can see where all the rain and bad weather is. So we hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for listening. If you would like to contact any of us here at the chat for any reason, once again, our email, gccommunitychat@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you. Let us know how we're doing, what you'd like to see more of. If you have any suggestions or any guests that you'd like to get on the show, let us know. Join us next week, June 6th. We're going to be in June already. Can you believe it? Live right here on Facebook and YouTube. So until then, follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/GCChat. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search for the Garden City Community Chat Show. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your week and good night. Take care now.